within our tutoring business, we have numerous tutors who work with us, and Matific allows them to engage with their students in a different way. It's a very engaging manner. They can take it with them to sessions. They can also leave the student to work on activities in their own time. It's incredibly engaging, and it's a brilliant way to also work with a range of students who are at different levels of their learning, and know that we're still following the Australian curriculum, and we're able to offer up the content that they really need to be able to succeed at school. For our tutors in particular, Matific is a brilliant resource that they have available because it instructs them on what's the next step within the Australian curriculum. As they're not qualified teachers, they're not necessarily in the education sphere. It is a really great tool in making sure that the students are not just learning effectively, but learning the right thing as well for the right age group as well. Just simple things like not being in black and white, being in colour, having characters that they're able to edit and play with, and it makes for such an enjoyable experience for the kids. One of my favourite aspects about Matific is the way it uses pedagogy in all of its approaches. One of the best examples I always use is it teaches the why, not just the what. So instead of here's the formula for a triangle or the area of a triangle, it's here's how we find the formula for the area of a triangle, and kids come at things with such a deeper understanding, and I think they feel more involved in their learning. Our tutors just find the program so easy to use, it's easy to navigate, easy to set up. And when you're trying to convince a primary school student to sit down outside of school hours and get some maths done, it's a lot easier to do so when you've got a program that is as fun and engaging. One of my favourite stories about Matific came from a parent of a particularly reluctant child. They were not only not keen to do tutoring, but particularly weren't keen on maths as a subject. At the end of the first session, having used Matific, the parent actually caught the student after the tutor had gone home, sitting there on the iPad playing Matific all by themselves, feeling really confident in the activities. And it was a really heartwarming story of how Matific can take something that can be daunting and really boring for kids and make it something that they're willing to do and wanting to do in their own time as well. Where Matific can really shine above some other platforms that we've used is how modern and engaging the resources are. Some of the other platforms we've used, the worksheets can sometimes feel like they belong more in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I think the kids know that as well. Just simple things like not being in black and white, being in colour, having characters that they're able to edit and play with, and it makes for such an enjoyable experience for the kids. For tutoring businesses, Matific makes engaging both your tutors and your students so easy. For your tutors, it's a way that they can structure their sessions and know that they're guiding their students down the right path. For students and parents, it's a really affordable way that they can bring more maths content into the home and have their kids really engaged with their learning.